Welcome back to Fact or Cap with Quinn Anthony. Hey, that's me. Shout out to DJ TRIPP for this hat in Atlanta. DJ TRIPP, no cap. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect theme for this series, Fact or Cap. Now, if you know how this goes, I'm going to tell you a story, and I'm going to give you 5 seconds at the end of the story to guess, was I capping the whole time, or was I telling a whole ass fact? And, yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this story this time. So, this story takes place probably not too long ago. I mean, it wasn't too long ago. It was like maybe 3-4 years ago. And I lived in Los Angeles, California. I lived in actually Beverly Hills, to be more specific. You know, if you live in LA, quote unquote, everything is LA. You know what I'm saying? Even West Hollywood, all that's LA. But I lived specifically on the cusp of West Hollywood and Beverly Hills. So we were on the line, pretty much. There was the Grove Mall right to our right, and there was the, what was it shit called? The Beverly Center down the road, like a couple blocks away. Now, one time, or usually I would walk to the store and just go buy my weed, right? And because why would you drive? You waste gas going like a mile up the road, and you got to wait in traffic. It's not worth it. Just walk. So I was walking to get my weed. And I used to always change up my route. Sometimes I'll walk on Melrose, and then sometimes I'll walk on 3rd Street. This time, I decided to walk on, I believe, Melrose. That's the one closest to Hollywood. So Melrose, and I was walking on Melrose down to go get my weed, and I passed this little coffee shop, and right outside, standing outside, is Dave Chapelle. And, like, I'm walking down the road, and I see Dave Chapelle. I'm like, that's fucking Dave Chapelle. And then mind you, we're in Beverly Hills area. There's not a lot of black people. And then once you see a black people, you don't know, you're like, that's not a real nigga. It ain't a real nigga. But ain't a lot of real niggas out there. But I seen Dave Chapelle, he seen me, and our eyes locked. And you could just feel the connection, like, real nigga. Real nigga. That's, you know what I'm saying? We both, and so he reached out his hand to dab me up. And I was like, what the fuck? He dabbed me up. Like, and so I dapped him up. I didn't have nothing to say to him except like, bro, you are funny. Respect. And I just carried on. I didn't take a selfie or a picture or nothing like that. So I don't have really proof of that. But I'll leave it up to y'all to decide. Is that fact? Or did I just make that whole shit up? I'll give you 5 seconds to decide. Go. Okay, your decision should have been made by now. If you guessed that, if you guessed that whole story was cap, then you're wrong, because that was a fact and that actually happened. He acknowledged me first on some like real nigga shit, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. That shit was cool as fuck though. The first time I ever got to meet, like, for me, that was like a legend, right? So there's certain tiers of popularity. I feel like in any country, you say Dave Chapelle, people, they should know what that is, but maybe not. Maybe it's just for me because he's been around my whole life. But that was cool meeting that legend. Dave Chapelle, if you see this, what up, fam? Hey.